ask you again, once again, to give a round of applause for all our students here. They've been doing a wonderful job. Okay, so as follows: Velvet Molina, 90 points. Zoe Cannon, 60 points. Ronaldo Ardon, 90 points. Joshua Marie, 90 points. Chelsea Rodriguez, 60 points. Eileen Kamal, 60 points. And Kaya Cabral, 90 points. Let's give them a round of applause once again. We're moving on to the tie-breaking round. So remember, to gain as much points, you need to show an in-depth knowledge of the situation or of the question. These questions are awarded from 1 to 10 points. And they will be judged individually by each judge. Explain how careless tourism affects the coral reef. Explain how careless tourism affects the coral reef.
When tourists go, they practice careless things at the reef, and some of them might stand there, stir up sand and harm the corals.
Have anything else to add with that, please? Okay.
Number 6.
Why should members of the community care about protecting the mangrove trees? Why should members of the community care about protecting the mangrove trees?
The people of the community should care for the mangrove trees because they're nursery for the baby fish. They keep from pollution. All the sediments is trapped on the roots, and that's what they help for tourism. So that when out there's big fish go, the little ones go and rehab it over there.
Number 7.
What are ways you can personally make a difference in shark and ray conservation? What are ways you can personally make a difference in shark and ray conservation?
By stopping fishing on nets and long lines, because the sharks, they like to eat anything that they see, and they get trapped on long lines and nets. And the rays, for people to start catching them and killing them, because they're good for the reef. And the sharks, the sharks, they help on the reef also, and it's bad for them to be killed. And there's not much left. Like the hammerhead shark, they're not supposed to be killed because they're endangered.
That's it?
That's it.
Number 9.
Sea turtles can lay up to 150 eggs depending on the species. Why do you think sometimes only one survives to adulthood? Sea turtles can lay up to 150 eggs depending on the species. Why do you think sometimes only one survives to adulthood?
I think because the people, they like to disturb the turtles, and then they usually go in the brightest horizon, which is the moonlight or the stars. but people, they like to go and bother them when they're going in, and then sometimes they keep the turtles, sometimes they kill it, and we should stop littering because they can mistake it for food and then they can die.
That's it? Okay, that. Now one more round of questions. If you were a fisherman, would you support the establishment of more marine reserves? Why or why not?
If I was a fisherman, it would be good to let there establish more marine reserves because more fish need to be protected and the corals need the fish and so does the seagrass. The corals need it so the smaller, because when the fishermen go fishing, they target the big fish and only smaller herbivores are left. And when the bigger ones are scarce, the smaller ones are targeted by fishermen. And without herbivores, corals can grow over, and seaweeds can grow over the corals. And
Number 1.
In your opinion, do you think Belize benefits from the presence of shark and rays in the marine environment? How or why not? In your opinion, do you think Belize benefits from the presence of sharks and rays in the marine environment? How or why not?
We do benefit. Every year we collect an amount of $5 million in tourism. This helps us in different stuff and it helps us in different stuff and
Number 10.
If you own a restaurant, would you support the early closure of the lobster and conch season? Why or why not? If you own the restaurant, would you support the early closure of lobster and conch season? Why or why not?
I would support it because when it closed early, more conch and lobster get to grow and there's more. So when the restaurant opens, there's more to buy and we can have more lobster for the restaurant to sell. Because of the shorter seasons, it gives the conch and the lobster more time to grow and they get bigger, and less small conch and big conch get captured. So the bigger conch get taken instead of the small conch and lobster, and give them more time to grow to reach the illegal size. And also the the conch and the lobster, they will have more for the tourists to see as well if they have a longer season and they have more to grow and they will have more in the sea. So it'll also help for the tourism as well.
number 2.
If you work in an ice cream parlor in Belize, would the destruction of the coral reef have an effect on you? Why or why not? If you work in an ice cream parlor in Belize, would the destruction of the coral reef have an effect on you? Why or why not?
It will have an effect on me because I sell ice cream, and if they kill the corals, then there will be no tourists to buy my ice cream, and we won't make any money as Belizeans.
That's it. Well, we have reached the end of the trivia competition, and we'll give the judges time to tally their points.
We are having a debate amongst the judges, so it's very tight. The competition is very tight, so they're having a little hard time deciding who is first, second, or third. while they argue amongst themselves to decide who gets what, we have been consulting here and looking at the prices, and I mentioned in the beginning that we had 4 second and third, and we have decided that we're gonna, since we have four final contestants, we are adding a 4th place prize. All right, so we're gonna have a first place. The first place winner will win an iPad mini and a round trip to Belize, courtesy of Tropic Air. Second place is going to get one Android tablet plus a $50 gift certificate from A&R. Third place will get a $100 savings account from the Belize Bank plus one gift bag with a complete set of school supplies. Okay? And the fourth place will get a savings account of $100 courtesy of the Atlantic Bank. So we have, all of you guys are winners. Plus you get your gift bags as all contestants have gotten today. And just again to give thanks to some of our sponsors that have provided prizes. And they include Atlantic Bank, Belize Bank, Tropic Air, A&R, Captain Sharks. They're our gold sponsors. They're one of our big sponsors. Captain Sharks Marine Center, Castillo's Hardware, Harmuj Home Center, Caribbean Enterprises, and Banyan Bay, Suya Tours. Suya Tours were generous enough to provide us with prize for today's. So those are our sponsors. And again, we're going to have first, second, third, and fourth prize. Are we ready to announce the winner?
Okay, first of all, I will once again ask you to give these students a round of applause. They have made it all the way to the last round. And I know they have studied very hard because there was a lot of information for them to study within a 1 month time period. So, as follows, we have Velvet Molina with 43 points. Ronaldo Ardon with 48 points. Joshua Marin with 55 points. And Kaya Cabral with 49 points. So, fourth place goes to Velvet Molina. Third place goes to Ronaldo Ardon. Second place to Kaya Cabral, and first place to Joshua Marin. So guys, can you please come for your gift bags?